Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75, and welcome back to another Transformers review. Right, just before I get on to my review today, I'm going to just show you what I've been buying recently. The most notable thing is I got a Generations Scourge, finally got that one. Really good figure. I didn't think I was going to like it, mainly because of his alt mode, but actually really good. Pleased with that. What else have I got? I've got a Retgar, finally got a Retgar. Another brilliant figure actually. I really do like the Generations line and the Reveal the Shield line, so they're basically the same, aren't they? Mainly because they're just coming out with figures now that we all want, and they're actually pretty damn good, for the most part, which you don't usually find that usually. What else have I got? I managed to get a Wheeljack. I'm actually going to try and get another one of these and then do another sort of like a repaint of this. Yeah, but I'll obviously let you know how that goes. And obviously I bought another Reveal the Shield track, so I've managed to get most of the paint off, apart from the stuff that's stuck in the bloody grills. I'm going to do a repaint of this guy as well, so that should be interesting. Right, let's get on to this review, I suppose. Right, it's going to be my first Beast Machines review. I don't think I've done any Beast Machines figures. And yeah, it's going to be 3 figures. Probably the best ones that I actually like from the line. We're going to start probably from the worst to the best. But then again, they're all pretty good actually, kind of. We're going to start here. This is Jetstorm. This is the deluxe version of Jetstorm. I'm not going to review the Ultra version because, well, I've got it, but I've never taken it out of the box, so I'm not going to start now either. But I do have this guy. I've actually done a Beast Machines collection video, which I've already made. I've just got to edit and obviously upload. Yeah, so this is the deluxe version of Jetstorm. Not much to say about him really. It's actually a very good toy. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look as he does in the cartoon, which was always a shame, because he looked brilliant in the cartoon. And the cartoon does grow on you the more you watch it. It probably wasn't the greatest sequel to Beast Wars, but it was okay, and on a lot of different levels it was alright. This guy has probably had one of the best characterizations, because of course when he first shows up you don't know who he is, and he's just like another sort of like evil Decepticon, or vehicon as they're called obviously in that. And then later on as it goes you find out that Megatron actually abducted some of the Sparks, and this guy was of course Silverbolt from Beast Wars, and it was good on a level because obviously you found out just how far people can be corrupted when they're sort of freed of their guilt and whatever. It was really good. I really did like it. Shame in the end he actually got returned to Silverbolt, and the character then just was a bit shit really, to be honest. Anyway, let's get on with the toy. Yeah, it's a pretty good toy. It's a nice little sort of like swept-back wing jet, kind of like Cyclonus, I think. I don't know if this guy ever got repainted as Cyclonus from G1. I know I got a few repaints. I've got the Jaxus repaint. And I've got that signed by Simon Furman. What other ones did he get? They got released the Skywarp in the original Universe line. That was actually pretty cool. And then it got repainted. The first time it was repainted was Stormjet in Robots in Disguise. Right, it does come with a couple of missiles, and of course these just easily go in there, and they're just spring-loaded. They're nice big missiles, of course, because of the safety bloody laws. And it actually looks pretty good. I like it with them sticking out the end, because it looks like vapor trails and everything like that, and it looks really good. I do like it. One unfortunate thing is the wings here, just on the back. Probably where I've kept it in a bag up in my mum's loft with the heat and everything, it's probably made them go a bit funny because they're like drooping down a little bit, which is a shame. So never mind. But it does look good. It's a great jet mode. One little feature in this mode is, as you can see with the little cockpit on the front there, you can just about see some eyes there. I don't know if the light piping is going to get there, to make it look like it actually had a head in vehicle mode, which was a common theme in Beast Machines, which is pretty good. It was different. Anyway, with a little feature, because he sometimes did this in the cartoon, you could push this thing, oh, there we go, and then the cockpit would extend, and it's supposed to give it a little bit more light piping, and yeah, it does work actually. It works from here, you can't really see it. Let me see if you can get it that way. Is it going to show up any better? No. Well, anyway, it does work. Anyway, yeah, so he did this in the cartoon at times, and he would turn his head like that. I suppose it was nice that they included that, but I didn't see the point really. Right, anyway, let's transform this guy. I'm going to take the weapons out because these will have a tendency to fire off. Fuck me, they're fucking powerful. Anyway, let's put them down now. Right, to transform this guy, it's simple once you get to know what you're doing. I haven't transformed this guy for a few years, and I had to look at the instructions. Right, so we're going to open these little panels on the front here. Then we're going to separate the side fuselage, or whatever you want to call it, just like that, if they're just tabbed in. And then we just sort of like open them out fully, like that. Then we come around to the back and disconnect the bottom of the jet, which are going to become his legs, something like that. We open that out. Then what we're going to do, we are then going to do this. We're going to open up, and as you can see, it reveals his head there. This section, let me turn it that way so you can see, sort of like does a, whatever you want to call it, a rotational 180. And then we split it there, but I've also just forgotten to open out the legs. Let me just see if you can see them. They're sort of like tucked in there. And then we've just got to open the bloody joints out. There we go. And luckily everything's on ball joints near enough. So anyway, once you've got them opened, you can then carry on transforming it. Everything seems to want to get in each other's way, which can be problematic. And I know what I've forgotten to do. You're supposed to then get this joint and then manoeuvre it to there. And as you can see, he's got these two little sort of like wing sort of bits here. And then he's got these two, the joints there will just clip over those, like that and like that. Then we can continue the transformation. We bring his legs down. That's it. That goes up to like that. That just sticks in there. Then the head is on like a double hinge joint. We just bring that all the way down and it sort of sits on there basically. Then comes the fun bit with the arms. You just got to fold these round, and as you can see there's a little hole in there and there's a little tab just here. You've then got to try and force this around onto it. It doesn't go easy, you've just got to try and do your best and force the fucker onto it. Can be a bit problematic. Let me try it around this one, it's a bit of a pain. There we go, right, there we go. So I've got one, and then it holds everything together. When I first got this toy and transformed it, I didn't know exactly how it was supposed to go, because it didn't look like they wanted to go and you had to force the fuckers. So anyway, we've got him like that now. That's basically him transformed. Oh, what is that? No. Never mind. Right, and then we just basically stick the legs together like this, because there's two tabs. And this is him basically done. We then rotate the little wings up like that. Like that. Open up this section. Like that, and then you can see his little claw hands there, and he's got a good range of articulation on this. His head's on a ball joint. It's a great little head sculpt. Unfortunately not faithful to the TV appearance, but he's got some great light piping and that really works well. I don't think you're going to be able to, it's a shame. I'll try and take a picture of it and see what I can do. Now then, this is his hover mode as you would see him on the TV show. He's supposed to have these little jets, thrusters in here for his hover mode, but you never saw it like this in the TV show. So I never usually have it displayed like that, so I just close them up. And I really do like this figure. It's just a shame it wasn't faithful to the TV show. I know I keep saying that, but it was a big point in Beast Machines. All the figures didn't look like they were supposed to look in the TV show, which was strange because in Beast Wars they did. So anyway, you can actually give him normal legs, but you never use those in the TV show. So you just separate them, rotate that 180 like that, sorry, 90 degrees, and then just open out his little foot. He's got a little heel spur there, like that. Do the same in this one, and that's it. And then you've got some legs, and he's got knee joints and everything. And you know, it's not too bad, but for posability, it's okay. Right, just one thing quickly. He did get a recolour in Beast Machines, and this is it. This is his aerodrome, or the Sonic Attack Jet as it's called. I'm trying to get it so the light's not on it. It's just a really light blue recolour with lots of silver paint apps and everything. It's actually pretty good. There's the back of the box. And that's it, it's just a drone basically. Right, so let's move on. The next one I'm going to review is the tank drone. I don't have Tankor here to do a comparison, but I have shown him my Beast Machines collection video. I didn't see the point because the mould's completely different. It's like it, but not. So this is the tank drone, and this is the most faithful representation we got of Tankor in the TV series, and it's actually a very good representation. Just a shame they never done this any larger. Like they've done an ultra version of Jetstorm, should have done an ultra version of this guy in this mode, because this would have been brilliant. And I would still love to see a Universe or Classics or whatever it is now, Reveal the Shield version of this guy, because I've done nearly all G1 now, so maybe they should do some of the other ones that people would really want. And this is one that people would want because it's great and he was brilliant in the cartoon. Right, he doesn't have a lot of features in this mode. All you do is you put this missile in the big gun, like that. It sort of goes in, and then you can see these little gears on the side there. When you sort of like run him along the ground, because he's got wheels there, you can see the gear spinning. And then when you do is you put it down there, roll it along the ground, and then his gun will turn, and it should fire the weapon. Nah, I think this one's had it, to be honest. But anyway, that's what it's supposed to do. Let me take that fucking missile out. I think I might have broke it, actually. Well, I might have just had it in the wrong way. Let me try it like that. If it works, it works. Let's see how we go. It has a tendency to fall apart, this guy, unfortunately, because he's so small. Oh, fuck it, it's not going to fucking work. Anyway, that's his missile launcher. You can see his little robot head in this mode. Like I said, in Beast Machines, that's what they did with all the vehicles. They tried to give them a head in vehicle mode as well as robot mode, which is, like I said, quite a cool little feature. Right, and that's about it for this round. He's got little wheels. He doesn't have the saw blades, unfortunately, but he does have them in robot mode, which I'll come to in a minute. Right, let's try and transform this. I haven't transformed this for a while, so if it takes me a second or two, that's why. Right, so what you have to do is you disconnect the front section. These are going to come his legs. These rotate out like that. Or that rotates up, I think. Or does that rotate there? I think this... yeah, I'll get there in the end. Right, let's disconnect that. These are going to become his arms. As you can see, I really should have learned how to transform this guy first. You can see these panels moving to the side there. This one comes to the back, and then his head comes this way, I think. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Then you can see these little claw things that are going to come his hands. I'll come back to those legs in a minute. Right, so we've got them done. This bit goes all the way down to the back and forms his back. And then we've got his arms, which are jointed at the wrist as well. Right, then let's sort these fucking poncy arms out. Let's manoeuvre these out. There we go. That's it. Right, that flips up into there. Something like that. And then I believe you've got to close this up somewhere. Yeah, I think that's kind of him. I think I've got it a little bit wrong, but I'll come to that in a minute. Anyway, this is the basic tank drone in robot mode, and it's quite a good representation of Tankor in from the cartoon. As you can see, he's got all the missiles in the right place. He's got the decent head sculpt, and he's got a lot of the basic little hands. Unfortunately, it's a basic toy, so he's only got dodgy little claws. But you can kind of see the claws are represented by the little cog there, just on the end. Yeah, now then, let me see if we can get these. These feet are a bit funny, actually. They should be more like the chicken leg. I'm sure of it. I can't bloody remember where this goes now. It's been a long time since I've done this. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. Anyway, I'll see what I can do. If I can get a picture off the internet and find out how to do it properly, I'll do it properly and take a picture of it and put it at the end. You can manoeuvre his gun forward, as it is in the cartoon, like that. And it's actually, like I say, it's a pretty good toy. Just a shame it wasn't bigger, because it does suffer from being a basic toy, unfortunately. Right, we're going to put him down, and I'm going to have to find out how you transform his bloody legs right, because it definitely ain't right. And you can give him more chicken leg look, where he looks like he's actually can just run along his tracks, which is pretty good. Right, now then, we're going to come to probably the best one, which was the motorcycle drone. This is him, and this is the best representation of thrust that was in the cartoon. This was good. This is first release. I've got the box down here. Oh, come in. This is the first release of thrust, and as you can see, it's the motorcycle mode actually looks really good. But it's when you get him into robot mode that the problems start. Because there we go, you've got a picture of it up there. It just doesn't look like thrust out of the TV series. And when you put him in his wheeled mode, it don't work because it's on three wheels, whereas it should in the cartoon it was just like on a unicycle, which seems silly, but it really did just work in the cartoon. I couldn't believe it when I saw it in a magazine. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, they've fucking ruined this. And then in the cartoon it just worked, and he was quite a brooding character. He was really good. Of course, he turned out to be Waspinator, and Tankor turned out to be Rhinox, of course. I probably spoiled it for anyone who ain't seen it. Never mind. Anyway, this is him in his motorcycle mode, of course. This is basically, you can call this thrust if you want, because thrust, it looks exactly the same as all the other motorcycle drones. It's just a tiny bit larger. So yeah, so you could have this as thrust. And it's damn good. It comes with these two missiles that basically just go in here. Make sure I get these around the right way. There we go, they go in there. That way, like so, and then it looks like he's got the exhaust fumes coming out there, and I believe if you push on his spark crystal, because there's his spark crystal just there, it should fire. Yeah, kind of, and this one don't fire, you just got to pull this one out. Anyway, it's a bit shit, but that was about as good as it got. Anyway, there's the head in for his motorcycle mode, so we can get it to zoom in on that. It's actually different because the actual head transforms, which is quite novel for a basic toy. But this just looks a damn good toy. It just really looks like a good motorcycle mode. Really good. I do like it. Right, let's transform this very, very quickly because I didn't want this video to go on too long. Right, you disconnect the exhausts, manoeuvre this section around here, bring his head slightly forward. Then what we're going to do, we're going to disconnect the back wheel. Like that. Then we disconnect this back section because it's just tabbed in there, and then we rotate. Let me get the arms just slightly out of the way. These can be problematic to say the fucking least. Oh yeah, they're on joints, aren't they? I think that's how they come out. Sorry, I'm rambling to myself there. Right, then we get these sections out, bring them up here, and I think they've got to rotate around like that. Get the fucking arms out of the way. There we go. Push this section in. Bring this all the way down to the most part. Let it all go. Then what we're going to do, right? So we bring these arms down. Definitely sure I'm supposed to do that. Anyway, then we bring the back wheel up, and it just closes in on itself like that, giving him the wheel backpack that he had in the cartoon. Then what we're going to do is come back round here, turn the head, oh no, that's the front of the head, and then we grab the top of the head, and then it just rotates all the way around. Oh bloody hell, these are tight bloody joints, tell you that now. There we go. That just rotates all the way around, giving him his classic thrust head. Don't know if it's going to zoom in too well on that. There he is, which is pretty good. And then yeah, so we've got the arms out. Bloody ball joints. Right, so there. Here's his arms. You can position these bloody arms how you want, really. And that's him in his robot mode, really. Well, in his sort of like unicycle mode, anyway. You can put. He has these opening flaps for some reason on his arm. I haven't got a clue why. It just looks shit. I usually put one of those clear sort of like elastic band things that you get on most Transformers these days and put it around it to keep them closed, because it just looks rubbish. The other two look fine just doing like that. You're supposed to have 3 pincers, but being a basic toy. This is another guy that would love to get a larger version of. Damn good. I love this toy. You can put him on 2 feet. You just split these and then turn them like that. And that's how you just stand him up, like that. Yeah, there is just one more thing I want to show you just before I finish. This book, this is the unofficial guide to Beast Wars Transformers. It has every single Beast Wars toy that was released, near enough, and does include Beast Machines and Machine Wars, and all the Japanese Beast Wars. It's actually really, really good. This cost me about 25 quid, I think. Mind you, I got this about 2003, maybe something like that. 2004. Like I say, let me get to there we go. So you can see all the Beast Machines toys there. Really good. If you can pick that up, you might be able to get it cheaper these days, but definitely get it. It's worth getting, especially if you're into Beast Wars or Beast Machines. Right, that's been Graham, the Collector 75, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.